One of my friends on Facebook sent me this story right here. And I wasn't going to talk about this story at all, but the aftermath of it definitely was worth talking about. So here we are. But before I get into it, because I didn't do a story, like a video about what led up to this, I'll give you a little backstory. This man in this picture, in both of them, his name is Aaron Schlossberg. He used to be a New York City attorney. And we'll start with this picture right here, because this is where it kicks off. He went into this restaurant, and it was a Spanish speaking restaurant, and he went on a hate filled rant. He almost pretty much pulled the same type of thing that woman in Oakland, California did when she called the cops on that black family, grilling in the park. But in this instance, he kind of did it with these Spanish speaking individuals inside of a restaurant that had mostly Spanish speaking employees working there. And he just went in on them, like, for no reason. And there were also pictures that popped up of him being a Trump supporter. So I said, oh, now it all makes sense. And that video ended up going viral, because the thing is, I was seeing memes with him and that woman in the same picture together, and they said, can you really tell the difference? Oh, it's a perfect match. So I was like, what is going on here? And I actually followed somebody on Instagram, and I swiped up to read the stories, and I was like, oh, now I get why they put them together in that meme. It makes perfect sense now. So that video ended up going viral. Well, a couple days later, after that happened, after that video went viral, a complaint was filed by the congressman. And they basically said that they wanted this man to face disciplinary action. It got back to his firm, and his firm ultimately at the end terminated his ass. And one of the funniest pictures that I saw, and it's not here, was him standing out on the street wearing his bag. It looked like he had an umbrella, his phone, and his suit. Like, he looked like he literally just got tossed out onto the street, like a bum, like someone who's being evicted. Like, they were like, you gotta go, you gotta get up out of here. But what was even funnier about it was the aftermath. The aftermath of it was when people found out he got fired, and people found out who he was and where he was. Them goddamn reporters and people in the public, it ain't even half paper or anything like that, or a magazine. They found his ass and was chasing him down the street and hounding him and everything, saying, ha, you got fired. How does it feel to be a racist and not have a job, and all kinds of stuff. It was funny. Like, I'm sure the video is floating around here somewhere. This guy was literally running, like he was taking off like a damn track star with his stuff in his hand. And he actually had his umbrella up, like he had to use his umbrella as a shield to keep people from taking pictures of him and getting all up in his face. Listen, he sacrificed his job as a New York City attorney, which probably has some of the most highest paid attorneys ever, because he wanted to be a goddamn racist. But you know what? That's why I say a lot of racists aren't that bright. They don't mind being a racist for free, but at the end of the day, it seems like most of them don't care if they sacrifice even a high paying job. They literally hold on to those core beliefs so strongly that they don't even care that there can possibly be repercussions for their actions. Just like that woman in Oakland, we found out what she did for Lee. They said she deleted her LinkedIn. Now, as far as her job, I'm not sure. They didn't say if she got fired or anything like that. But let's be real here. If she got fired, she'll probably find somewhere else to work. Same with this guy. But something tells me that the way that they've been hounding this guy ever since he got fired, I don't think it's going to be hard for him to even go outside. He might need to do some online work where he doesn't have to leave his house or his apartment. But see, now the people know who he is, and now they're going to look at him kind of funny. And see, the thing is, he did this in New York. As we all know, New York is a melting pot of different cultures. Various people, various languages being spoken, what have you. He better not go out to the Bronx. Or anywhere, or I'm trying to think where, Washington Heights. That's where the Dominicans are. Bronx is where most of the Puerto Ricans are. He better not go out to any of them locations ever, because now they got a making of his face. They are going to kick his ass up out of there, out of them two boroughs. I may not be from New York, but I'm familiar with the locations. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next one. Okay, this is a little added part right here. I kid you not. Right as I was uploading this video and getting ready to click the publish button to let y'all see what I said initially, I went into Google because I forgot the guy's name and typed it in, and this other article had popped up. So y'all remember when I did the video about Barbecue Becky and how black people responded to that by having one big ass cookout, like probably a couple days later to kind of clap back at her. Well, apparently these two stories have become even more similar in that aspect. And what I mean is the people who he offended in his rant must have took a page out of the book that we wrote when it came to dealing with Barbecue Becky over in Oakland. Because what these people decided to do was hire a goddamn mariachi band and get a whole bunch of local people who's pretty much of most likely Latin descent. And then you have some Puerto Ricans, Dominicans out there in the mix, and decided to go to where he lived and strike up that goddamn mariachi band outside of his apartment and have like a little mini party right outside of his goddamn apartment for hours. Like, yeah, people out there dancing in the street. I'll leave the link to the article. I couldn't believe it when I actually saw it. But when I had saw that, I said I have to incorporate that into this video because I'll be kind of upset if I don't, because I wanted y'all to find out a little bit more what they decided to do. But let's just be real here for a second. We kicked that off first. We did that. Just wanted to put that out there. Okay, now I'm done.